Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, I'm Sherilyn Salita, and I will be reporting Chapter 12, Part 1 of the Chapter 12 of our course. So, it's entitled Enhancing Decision Making in Information Systems. So, first, we start with the learning objectives. So, there are three: to know the different types of decisions and decision making process, to assess how information systems support the activities of managers and management decision making. And lastly, to know the difference between the decision support system or the DSS and the management information system and how they provide value to the business. So first and foremost, let's look at this table. It's the business value of enhanced decision making. So this table demonstrates that decisions are made at all levels of the company, some of which are frequent, routine, and many. Even though the value of enhancing even one decision could be negligible, enhancing hundreds of thousands of little decisions over the course of a year can have a significant impact on the organization. Like, for example, this table on your screens, magbigay dyan ng mga example ng decisions na ginagawa sa isang organization, no? As you can see, yung frequency ng mga decisions na yan, so magkakaiba rin, magkakaibang level din yung mga decision maker. So, like for example, on the third row, the deciding parts inventory level daily. So, ginagawa to ng inventory manager daily. So, 365 days yan. Minultiply lang dun sa binigay na estimated value to the firm. So, yung total niyan is parang yung value or impact to the organization. On this next slide, it's the diagram that shows the information requirements of key decision-making groups in a firm. So on the left side, it's the decision characteristics o yung mga types of decisions, namely structured, semi-structured, saka unstructured. On the middle part naman, yung pyramid dyan, ito yung mga players o yung mga gumagawa ng mga decision. So it's the senior management for unstructured, middle management for semi-structured, and operational management including the individual employees and teams dun sa structured. So nagbigay lang ng samples doon sa right side. So let's study the types of decisions. First, unstructured decisions are those in which the solution to the problem requires the decision maker to use judgment, evaluation, and insight. There is no established or widely accepted process for making judgments because they are all fresh, significant, and out of the ordinary. So, kanina din sa diagram natin, ang gumagawa ng unstructured decision is the senior management. So usually, kaya sila yung involved dito sa mga unstructured decisions because sa mga decision na ginagawa nila, ginagamitan nila yun ng judgment, evaluation, and insight. And dun sa second definition natin, usually daw, they are making judgment especially for the out of ordinary transactions or scenarios. So, usually kasi pag mga out of the ordinary, hindi yan na pagdidesisyonan on the lower level. The second type is the semi-structured. So dito, based on our diagram, it's the middle management na gumagawa ng mga decision na to. So only a portion of a problem has a clear-cut solution offered by an established technique, and they contain characteristics of both sorts of decisions. So it's somewhere between unstructured and structured. Sa structured decision naman, if you recall the diagram, ang gumagawa ng mga decision na to is the operational teams. So, kasali dito yung mga individual employees. Yan. Bakit siya structured? Ah, ang sabi dito, it have a set of technique for handling them so that they don't need to be handled uniquely each time. So they are repetitive daw and routine. So ibig sabihin nito, may pattern na kasi yung mga decision na gagawin and kung anong mga decision yung makakome up. So meron ka ng sinusundan. So dito, dahil meron ka ng sinusundan, routine na siya and repetitive, hindi na masyadong kailangan na, gumamit ka pa ng judgment, evaluation, or insight, ganyan. And also, dahil routine and repetitive na siya, hindi na siya out of the ordinary. So, that's the difference. So, according to Simon, doon sa writings niya noong 1960, meron siyang in-establish doon na 4 steps or 4 stages in decision making. So, nandiyan yung step 1 is intelligence, then design, then choice, then implementation. So, let's go one by one. On the intelligence stage, according pa rin kay Simon, so nandiyan yung discovery of the problem, no? And on the right side of the diagram, naka-emphasize dyan kung anong system support ang kailangan in order to make the decision. So, ang involved daw dyan is the Management Information Systems or MIS that requires usually routinary reports and exception reporting. So, syempre, dyan mo kasi dinidiscover anong naging problema. Inaalam mo kung ano yung nitty-gritty ng problem. So, you will look at the Management Information System. Then the second stage is the design. So, on this stage, dito na tayo nagdi-discover ng mga possible solutions. So, ang kailangan natin dyan is the Decision Support System or DSS. The difference between MIS and DSS, sa MIS, hindi lang siya mga data and routinary reports. Dito sa Decision Support System, gumagamit dito ng mga analytical models and spreadsheet to flexibly analyze data and design possible solutions, or to come up or identify the optimal solution. Kasi posibleng more than one yung ma-identify yung solution. So dito pinag-aaralan kung sino yung pinaka-the best. Okay, and the third stage, dito naman is pagpili or choosing the best solution. So since pumipili na kayo, dito kailangan ng group discussions, meetings. So the system for this is the Group Decision Support System or GDSS. So using online meeting and collaboration tools to choose the most acceptable and widely supported solution. Then the fourth stage is the implementation. Of course, kailangan mong i-implement yung napili mong solution. And also, solution testing din. Kailangan mo rin siyang i-test. So dito, it's a mix of MIS saka DSS, yung support system na kailangan mo. Okay. So managers and decision making in the real world. So pag-aralan naman natin ngayon yung mga managerial roles. So on the traditional model of management, ito yung mga noon-noon pa. So sa traditional model daw, yung managerial roles usually formal managerial tasks. But it does not specifically address what managers actually do when they plan, make decisions, and supervise the work of others. So, in contradiction to the traditional model of management, marami kasing mga researchers and observers yung nagsulat tungkol sa managerial roles. So, meron silang ibang definition and ibang description dun sa mga managerial roles. So, on modern behavioral models, according to the researchers, managers' actual conduct is less structured daw. So, contradicting siya, di ba? So, the traditional, formal daw siya. Sa modern behavioral models, less formal, less contemplative, more reactive, and less well-organized than the traditional. So, according to the researchers also, ito daw yung mga characteristics of managers that are different from traditional models. So, managers work extremely hard and continuously. Managers accomplish more than 600 distinct tasks every day without stopping. Managers favor information that is recent, specific, and on demand. Managers favor verbal communication over written communication because verbal is more flexible, requires less work, and results in a quicker response. This is true, no? I'm sure na-experience nyo rin to sa mga organizations nyo na every time na may kailangan kayong i-resolve, mas maigi siyang pag-usapan verbally kasi mas mabilis yung action na magagawa kesa yung magsusulat ka or mag-email ka and then you will wait for the reply pa, ganyan. And then kung hindi kayo magkasundo, so parang mas matagal yung turnaround time. According to Henry Mitzberg, ito daw yung mga managerial roles. So the duties that managers are expected to carry out inside the organization. So sabi ni Mitzberg, it can be divided daw into 3 groups. So, nandiyan yung interpersonal, informational, saka mga decisional. So, sa interpersonal or relationship roles, kasama dito yung dyan sa table dyan sa baba, as pagiging figurehead, leader, and liaison. So, when managers represent their organizations to the public and carry out symbolic tasks in their interpersonal roles, such as awarding employees, they serve as figureheads. In their role naman as leaders, managers work to inspire, guide, and assist the staff members. When you say liaison naman, so may function din yung managers to serve as liaison between the members of the management team and the various organizational levels. On the second role, informational or informative positions, so managers serve as the information hubs of their organizations, gathering the most pertinent current information and relaying it to those who need to be informed. So they serve also as a spokesperson of the organization and information disseminator. I experienced this. I have a boss before na every morning humihingi siya sa amin ng update. Not the detailed update but at least yung mga key features lang or yung general details lang nung performance ng aming organization. No? So para every time na may magtatanong sa kanya, the tip of her finger, may masasagot siya agad. Third is the decisional or decisive position. So decisions are made by managers by starting new source of operation, handling organizational disturbances, allocating resources to staff, and mediating disputes. So, negotiator din siya. Okay. So, there are 3 key factors in making decisions in the real world. First, information value. So, high-quality information is necessary for high-quality decision. Siyempre, and in order for the information to be high quality, kailangan daw ito yung mga quality dimension. So, dapat accurate, may integrity, consistent, complete, valid, timely, and accessible. The second factor is the administration filters. So, managers use a variety of filters to interpret the information they take in order to make sense of the world around them. They pay selective attention, concentrate on specific issues and solutions, and suffer from a range of biases that cause them to ignore information that does not fit with their preconceived notions. Then the third factor is politics and organizational inertia. So organizations are bureaucracies with a restricted capacity for taking decisive action. So strong factors within organizations resist making decisions that call for significant change as circumstances change and enterprises must embrace new business models to thrive. Decisions frequently reflect a balancing of the organization's many interest groups rather than the ideal response to the issue. So yung mga binanggit ko kanina, ginagawa yun ng mga managers sa organization, no? And they are manually prepared. So, ginagawa siya manually. Pero meron din tayong tinatawag na mga automated decisions. So, usually ba pag sinabi mo automated, sino ba gumagawa nito? Okay, tama. Hindi ito ginagawa ng manually ng mga managers, but instead, naka-embed na to sa mga computers, sa machines. So, usually computers na yan. So, nowadays, managers and other humans no longer play a significant role in many organizational decision. Kagaya lang ng mga ano natin, business intelligence companies. So yung mga highly automated companies, even yung mga companies na puro machines na yung ginagamit nila sa production. So yung mga decisions doon na everyday ginagawa ng typical na organization is naka-embed na doon sa mga machines nila na highly computerized yung mga decisions na kailangan nila sa operations. So, example natin si Google. So, Google must choose which URLs to display when you input a search query. So, the decision-making process takes Google on average daw roughly 0.5 seconds lang para mailabas niya lahat ng hinahanap mo. So, di ba, pag gumagamit ka ng Google, type ka lang. Kahit mahaba yung i-type mo, hahanapin niya yun, tapos bibigyan ka niya ng mga options. So, ganun ka-automated si Google. So, even while Google indexes more than 50 billion web pages, not every query that comes in is searched through the full database. O, di ba? 50 billion web pages daw ang meron si Google. So, kaya kapag may kailangan tayo, i-Google mo. So, yan. Yan ang best example ng automated decision making. Okay, I will discuss the introduction of business intelligence, and yung deeper discussion mamaya will be handled by Ms. Maros Villabrosa. Okay, so what is business intelligence ba? So it refers to the infrastructure for storing, integrating, reporting, and analyzing data from the business environment, including big data. Meron din tayong tinatawag na business analytics. So it concentrates more on the methods and tools used for data analysis and comprehension. It considers the data mining, statistics, models, and online analytical processing, or OLAP. So, according sa ating reference book, meron daw top 5 manufacturers of business intelligence and analytics. So, halos kilala na natin itong mga to. Andyan si Oracle, si SAP, IBM, Microsoft, and SAS. Okay, so that's all for my report. I will give the floor now to Ms. Maros Villabrosa for the continuation of discussion of Chapter 12. Thank you.